I'll keep it very short and sweet for you. I'll just go over the first 4 or 5 slides, similar to the previous channel, and I've got availability all afternoon, so if you want more information, do pop in and see me. We're listed, so cautionary statements as always. We're listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange and the OTC as well. So we're different from most of the companies you'll see. We're a producing company. We're actually in production. We've taken 2 assets into production and we're looking to take a 3rd one in. We believe we're in a different mining cycle. If you go back to the previous mining cycle, a lot of the work was done around large open pits, volume mining, low grades. Those discoveries aren't being made now. I know you've had lots of presentations over the last 2 days, but they're not the big, massive opportunities that were there before. So people are going to have to look at different things. They're going to have to look at things that are perhaps a bit more challenging, whether they be underground or refractory ores. And we've got the skills to do that. Why do I say that? Well, we've done it before and we're doing it at this moment in time. So just for an example, we used to own the Mupani mine in Botswana. We acquired it for iron gold back in 2011. Top left hand is a picture of the Tau open pit. They wanted to do a $20 million pushback to get to 70,000 ounces. Just didn't make sense. Gold was 1,800, so maybe it would have worked economically. But when we came in and said, no, that you need to change the format of the mine. You need to go underground, which was an iron gold suit, and you could do that for a lot less. We did. We went underground for $500,000. We went straight into the ore body. We expanded that ore body to 150,000 ounces. It enabled us to process low-grade stockpiles because we were mining a higher grade, more selective mining. 1.3 million tons of low-grade stockpiles. We changed the plant to a sulfide plant so it could take concentrate and the CIL, and we also rehabilitated. We sold this asset this year for a variety of reasons. I can take you through that later. But we now moved on to the next asset. The next asset is Galaxy. We acquired this in 2015. And when we acquired it, again, it was an unloved asset, small 15,000 ton per month plant, underground, constrained by shafts. We saw the opportunity to grow it. And this was unloved because it's a refractory. If you run a normal CIL process, you'd only get 55% recovery. We saw the ability to unlock this by going for wider ore bodies, more economies of scale, and producing a concentrate. We now sell a concentrate to ocean partners, running at an average of 78 to 80% payable. So we've increased the payable by over 20%. Yes, there's transportation costs, but they don't match the cost of running a CIL plant. And we've also changed it to adit entrance, so drive in, drive out, mechanized mining. We're in the process now of ramping up that production, and we're currently producing around 1,000 to 1,500 ounces a month, and we're hoping to get up closer to 5,000. But it's a slow process as we're doing it through our own cash flows. And one of the reasons we're here is to try and raise funds to invest into South Africa with regards to development so we increase the mining. The reality is the plant that we have there is right-sized up to that 4,800. What we need to do is get the underground producing at that level as well. Corporate overview-wise, everyone's been up here today and told you undervalued. Well, no, we're valued what the market says we're valued at. So the reality is, as a gold producer, we follow gold much more closely. There's been a little bit of disconnect as we come into the end of that graph. The gold is gold price. The blue is our share price. We peaked at around 90 cents. We're back down about 40 cents now. When the markets do realign, we'll obviously be one of those first to take off because we are exposed to gold. Everyone else here is probably an explorer. They're not producing. If gold goes up, we see the benefit immediately. So I see us as a good investment. We actually outperform the GDXJ, the junior market index, and because we're a producer again, just to prove that point. Yeah, ownership-wise, we're going to be very different from a lot of the guys you've seen here, especially producers as well. Management own 48% of this company. We're very much aligned with the shareholders and their values and what they see as a return on this business. And the idea is for us to continue buying unloved assets at a low NPV and taking them forward. We've just acquired a new asset, and I'll flip straight forward to that one rather than take up too much time. That's Summit in New Mexico. Again, a brownfield site, very similar to Galaxy and to Mupani. It could be back up in production within a year. It's already permitted. It's got a working mill and float plant and an underground mine, which has 2 years worth of development already done though. I mean, I went there and visited. The drill rig is basically at the end of the development with the drill still in the ore body. And basically 2014, gold price fell away. They closed the mine down there and then. We're looking to raise funds for this as well to put it back into production. We've just issued a PEA around that asset, 7-year life, capital cost of around 13 million. Excuse me, peak funding of around 8 million, NPV of around 70 million. We really think if gold price keeps on pushing up, which we believe it will, that this will become an important play. But it's also a silver play as well. 50% production's gold, 50% silver. And we're looking to hopefully to bring this back into production in the near term. And we'll continue to look for other assets that are similar to this. Finally, if you maybe looked at us about a year ago, one of your concerns about us would have been our balance sheet. We had over $27 million worth of debt. Through the sale of Mupani, we've reduced that now to 7 million. We only have 1 million of actual debt outstanding, and we're a much different proposition from where we were before. We have the ability to finance our balance sheet and move forward. Okay, that's it for me.